Hello everyone, my name is Amy and I'm part of the Converge creative writing team. A lot of you I will have met in class, some of you I won't, so hello to everyone I haven't met yet. I just wanted to make a quick video today all about Creative Writing Heals 3, which is the latest anthology we're putting together, and how you can stay inspired and motivated to finish your piece from home, because obviously we're all at home at the moment, and while you might find yourself with a little bit more time to write, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's easier and that you're automatically inspired to write all the time. So I just wanted to share my top 3 tips on staying inspired, finishing things, and staying motivated to keep writing. So the first one is to set a time and a place to write. Routine is so helpful when especially when you're trying to finish a piece, when you've got a set word count or you've got a set plot that you want to follow through to the end. You can set aside a little bit of time each day, and it doesn't have to be a lot of time. It could be 5 minutes, it could be an hour, anything that you can spare. And that time every single day is dedicated to your writing, and your writing comes top priority in that day. As I say, it doesn't have to be very long, but having that structure and having that carved into your day will really help you to keep returning to your desk or wherever it is that you like to write, and to keep hacking away at that word count, to keep getting there with your piece. And a good tip with that is to make your environment inviting. I don't really want to sit down at my desk unless there's a cup of tea there, unless there's a blanket or a candle or just something that makes it feel a bit more of a fun activity and that I'm not just working, that it's not a chore. So that's my first tip, is to have a time and a place where you write, and to make that as inviting as possible, to make it more likely that you're going to keep to that schedule and to keep writing at that time. My second tip is to celebrate small goals. Whether you write 20 words or 2,000 words in your allotted time of writing, that's great. Anything that you achieve, celebrate it, give yourself a pat on the back. Just make sure to acknowledge that at the moment things are quite uncertain, and writing can be a great way to exercise our emotions and to process how we're feeling. So anything that you do manage to write is a really, really positive thing. So celebrate those little wins. Obviously, there might be days when you sit down and you write 2,000 words, and that's great. But if you don't, then that is nothing to worry about. So that is my second tip, is to be kind to yourself and celebrate every small thing that you were able to write. My third tip is to keep filling up your inspiration cup. So you are not going to be inspired if you are sitting staring at a blank wall. I'm not anyway. I need to read books and watch films and look at art to just get those ideas flowing in my brain. It kind of adds paint to the paint palette, if that makes sense. It adds colour to your imagination. So anything that you find personally inspirational, that might be a graphic novel or it might be a podcast that you like to listen to. The key is to give yourself space to not be writing all the time, but to be thinking and reading and consuming content that makes you think and that makes you inspired. So that is my third tip, is to fill up the cup, fill up your brain with imagination, and you might just feel that if you were in a writer's block, that feels a little bit easier. So those are my 3 tips on keeping inspired and motivated, and to keep writing in these difficult times. I really hope they helped. We're also publishing a lot of content on the Converge Creative Writing blog. So if you are struggling for ideas or anything like that, make sure to check that out, because it does have some great ideas on there. Apart from that, keep writing, and I'll see you soon.